Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Daaaa Picks. Another crazy week of week 8, but most importantly, Sean, it was the NFL trade deadline yesterday. My 49ers got Chase Young to add to an already great defensive line, man. I'm so happy, so stoked. Let's hope that fixes our defensive woes because I'm going to watch it again for a third straight week. Joshua Spears traded for Montez Sweat. We'll get into that more as we get into the game pick. And
Yes.
Sean, your Cowboys stayed still.
Yeah, not surprising, unfortunately. I feel like this front office does never wants to make a move. I don't know. Is it because we've been burned by making trades too many times? I don't get it. I feel like they're playing scared, and it kind of sucks. I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are really like the only true NFC contender that did not go out and make a trade.
I was really hoping we'd go after Devontae Adams, but
Yeah.
no, the Raiders, they said they weren't going to deal him, so I knew that was a long shot. Yeah, I don't get it. I wanted us to go out and get another receiver, but it doesn't look like they care.
No. So some crazy news to get into with these games as we go along, guys. Sean, how did your pick 'em look last week?
I think I got 10 right, if I
10
recall.
right?
Yeah, not as good as I wanted it to. There's a couple games I was on the fence about. Can't believe I took the Niners. God.
Me and Josh, we both had the same exact picks last week. We got 12 picks right, so a very solid week for me and Josh.
Yeah, y'all did good, sons of bitches.
Let's see who did good, really good this week. Now, the entire top 10 all got 14 picks right. So they only got 2 wrong last week.
They're doing some witchcraft over there.
Let's start off with Kerry Man. He rounds out our top 10 with number 1. Steeler Fans for Life is number 2. ESPN Fan 361703510 is number 3 this week. Dwarfy is at 4.
Okay.
Brick Season is at 5. Brompam at 6. E.T. the Bears fan at 7.
Okay.
Mako at 8. Bears down bad, yikes, at 9. And Minister Elbrid at 10. Again, everybody in the top 10 this week got 14 picks right.
Good shit. Congrats.
Top 10 overall to the first week 8 of the season. Cam Picks stays at number 1.
Damn, he's holding it down.
ESPN Fan 361703510 stays at number 2. Karen Man is at 3. Lions King of the North is 4. Tornadoes on Top is 5. Brick Season is 6. Bob Salty Nuts at 7.
Okay.
Let's Make Zombies at 8. NS36 at 9. And Daaaa Picks 1 rounds up our top 10 to 9 weeks.
There you go. Congrats, guys.
This week, man, hopefully one of us 3 can get on our top 10. Are you ready, Sean?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys haven't, you're watching the premiere, follow along as we go with your picks in the chat. Hit that like button. Let us know in the comment section you're watching the replay. And ladies and gentlemen, here we go for week 9 of the Picks. And we start off in Pittsburgh, where it's Will Levis, who had 4 touchdowns and his NFL debut. The 3-4 Titans take on the 4-3 Pittsburgh Steelers. Sean, Kenny Pickett. It will be Kenny Pickett versus Will Levis in this game.
Yeah, no Ryan Tannehill. But yeah, like you said, Levis. 4 touchdowns, 3, I think, to Hopkins, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I know Hopkins loved that. Finally getting some targets and getting some touchdowns. But yeah, this what a game. Might actually have a solid game.
Yeah, this is a Thursday night football game. D-Hop is questionable with a toe injury. On the other side, Mika Fitzpatrick is out of this game with a hamstring injury. So, Sean, who is your pick for Thursday night football?
I know probably a lot of people are going to want to go jump on that Will Levis bandwagon. And I liked what I saw, but I'm still going to go with Steelers on this one, man. It's a short week. on the road for
Yeah.
Levis, it's going to be tough. And Steeler fans, they're going to bring it. It's prime time. They always do. And so I'm going to trust Steelers on this one. Minka Fitzpatrick out is going to hurt. But I'm going to take Steelers in this one at home.
I am going to go with Will Levis and the Tennessee Titans.
Really?
I don't particularly care how the Steelers are looking right now, man. I really don't. I think if Will Levis can get comfortable like he did against the Falcons last week, long if D-Hop is playing, which I'm sure he's going to, I think that connection is going to be money. That Pittsburgh Steelers defense is giving up a lot of yards in the air. So I'm going to go with the Tennessee Titans to pull off the upset of Thursday Night Football.
Okay, so we're opposite sides. Josh has to be the tiebreaker.
And he's rocking with me. He's also going with the Tennessee Titans.
Son of a biscuit eater.
Over under for this game is 36.5.
Oh, I'm not sure if I'm going to go, though. I'm going to go under.
You go under?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a low-scoring game.
Yeah, I like that too. Pittsburgh, they have sometimes hard time generating some offense. Give me the under on Thursday night as well.
Bad.
All right, let's go to Germany, where we got a premier matchup in NFL. The 6-2 Dolphins take on the 6-2 Kansas City Chiefs, coming off that loss to the Denver Broncos. The Dolphins could get back tackle Teron Armstead, but could be without Javon Harlan and Xavier Howard in the secondary. Sean, what are you thinking about this game, man?
I'm thinking I wish it wasn't at 8:30 in the morning for myself and all the way in Germany. No, hey, honestly, props to the NFL, taking that revenue away from here and giving that to an international fan base, because this is a great game for them. And if they're really trying to expand the brand, it's probably smart. It sucks for us, to have to wake up at 8:30 in the freaking morning on a Sunday to watch this game. But, typically there's not always the greatest games over an international stage. They gave them a good one this year. And, man, this is interesting. Holy smokes. Oh, dude. Chiefs, like, what happened last week to you guys?
I mean,
lost to Denver?
Mahomes threw 3 interceptions, turned the ball over 4 times, I believe.
Yeah, and the funny thing is we did talk about it, right? We did talk about, like, remember the first time they played, it was actually a really close game, and Chiefs did give them opportunities, but Denver never capitalized. This time, Denver capitalized.
Yep.
And they took it to them. But now I also will take it with a grain of salt, because remember, Patrick Mahomes was dealing with the flu. He was just getting over that. He was still actually a little sick, I think, going into that game. So I'm going to chalk up to those turnovers and how bad they played to that.
Okay.
But this is Miami,
Yeah. Who are you thinking?
God, they're both 6-2. You know what? I'm gonna ride the bandwagon. I'm gonna go Miami. I'm gonna ride that bandwagon, bro. Chiefs could win. I think this could be anybody's game. Pick them. Look at the spread. It's a 1.5.
Yep.
It's just whoever shows up. But I'm gonna trust Miami Dolphins on this one. Like I said, it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a close game.
Yeah, man. Listen, I'm going to rock with the Kansas City Chiefs to get a bounce back win. And here's why. The 2 losses by Miami, we hyped them up so much against the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles, and they did not show up when it mattered to most. And I think that happens again. Patrick Mahomes is going to be pissed off the way he played last week. Obviously, Miami's got Tyreek Hill, who's probably going to get 2,000 yards this year. They got the better weapons, but they don't have Patrick Mahomes, who shows up in big-time plays, big-time gains, and big-time spots. Kansas City, if Andy Reid's going to eat 1,000, what do they call, brats, Frankfurts, whatever you call them, he's not going to want to lose out there in Kansas City. Out there in Germany, excuse me. So I'm rocking with the Chiefs in this game.
All right. I don't mind. It could go either way. So, yeah.
Josh is also going to agree with me again. He's going to rock with the Kansas City Chiefs.
It's a fuck Sean week. All right. Let's go.
The over-under for this international game, 50.5, Sean.
Whew. Jesus Christ, 50.5. I'm gonna go under, actually, surprisingly. Okay. I'm gonna go under on this one, because I think the Chiefs, it will be a close game. So I think it'll come down to the wire, but I think it'll be under.
I'm gonna go over. I want a high scoring game. I want to see Pacheco, Hill, Waddle, Moser all go off. I'm going to go the over on this game.
No, I wouldn't mind that. Would not mind it.
Hopefully these two teams put on a show in Germany. All right, next up, we got the Minnesota Vikings coming off 3 in a row, taking on the Falcons. Now there's some news for this game. Obviously, you guys know Kirk Cousins did tear his Achilles. He's out for the year, so they went out. They went and got a quarterback from the Cardinals, and Josh Dobbs on the other side. Grady Jarrett, a good defensive lineman, is out for the year with an ACL injury. Drake London has not practiced this week. And not only that, they benched Desmond Ridder. It's going to be Jaren Hall versus Taylor Heinicke for this game, Sean.
Yeah, sad news for the Vikings.
Yeah.
Just terrible. You hate to see that shit, man. But yeah, it's a backup versus backup pretty much, right? And
Yep.
I don't blame the Falcons for Ridder. Ridder he's shown, like we talked about before on doing these pick'ems. He shows flashes, but just so inconsistent, man.
Yeah.
And maybe they got to get something going because they're right there at the cusp. That division is up for the grabs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like just last week, right? They were battling for the number 1 spot and they lost to the Saints. The Saints have the number, so it's not like they're out of it. They are 4-4, so they got to do something. They can't just be like, "Well, we'll just see what happens because our season's done." No, it's not done.
Mm-hmm.
So, God, this is tough.
Who's going to win this battle of 4-4 teams and backup quarterbacks?
I'm going to go Falcons. I'm going to trust the home team.
Okay.
God, but Tyler Heinicke, oh my God, that's so tough. We know what Heinicke's done. He's shown times where he could play in these games. Mm-hmm. But you know what? I'm going to trust the home team when it comes to this backup. He's going to have some energy from the crowd behind him to boost him up, hopefully. But John Robinson obviously is a monster. So I'm going to go Falcons.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to agree with you, man. I mean, Jaren Hall is a 6th-round pick this year. Didn't show much against Green Bay last week. I mean, he really didn't have to. They were ahead anyways. Yeah. I'm not going to trust that. Now, I'll feel a little bit more comfortable with the Vikings once Josh Dobbs gets into that offense. But you're right. We've seen Taylor Heinicke have these signs. He took them to the playoffs 2 years ago. He beat the Eagles last year when they were undefeated. I'm going to trust that Taylor Heinicke gets the job done and makes some more plays. I'll take Atlanta, and I'll take Atlanta with the points. I'll say by a touchdown.
Ooh, I'm actually going to take Vikings with the points. I think it's going to be like a 3-point game. I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be close. Yeah.
Josh is going to make it unanimous. He is also going to rock with the Dirty Birds, the Atlanta Falcons.
Let's go. Finally.
Over-under is pretty low. It's at 37.
Ooh, I'll go under. I'm not sure if I trust the Falcons offense to really put up a lot of points, So it could be like a 20-17. It might be right on the over-under. Shit.
I'm going to take the under 2. I don't expect a lot of offense from either one of these two teams with these quarterbacks.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the dog pound. Where the Arizona Cardinals, who will have a new quarterback this week, take on the Cleveland Browns. 1-7 Cardinals, 4-3 Browns. The Cardinals, as we mentioned, traded Josh Dobbs away. He's done. It is either more likely going to be Clayton Tune, their draft pick, or Kyler Murray. They're leaning towards starting Tune this week, taking on the Browns, who Deshaun Watson's practicing, but they have not yet announced who will be their starter this week.
This one... There's not much to talk about to me. You're because I don't think Kyler Murray is going to play. I think it's going to be a Tune, right? Tune?
Yeah, Tune.
You're going against the Browns defense. I'm sorry, buddy. It's going to be a rough day for you. Myles Garrett is going to feast.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to go Browns. I'll take the points too. -8. I will take the points. I think the defense can score 10 points themselves, or at least 7 points or whatnot themselves.
I picked the Cleveland Browns defense up in every league I could this week because they're going to absolutely kill that rookie. I think he's like a 6th-round pick or something for the Cardinals. Yeah. Give me the dog pound, giving them with the points easily. And Sean, do you hear that?
Huh?
Yeah, look, it's the sirens. It's Josh Fury's Eliminator pick of the week. He's going with the Brownies over the Cardinals in Eliminator.
Smart pick.
Very smart. Over-unders 37.5 in this one.
I might go over. I think the Browns could put up some points.
Yeah.
So and they like I said, I think they're gonna have at least one pick six or
Mhm.
fumble recover for a touchdown. So they maybe two.
Yeah, I like that. I agree. I think they're going to score 30 points themselves. They're going to hold the Cardinals probably to 7 or maybe even less. But I'll go the over just because of Cleveland as well.
Yeah.
All right, next up, let's go to Green Bay, Wisconsin, where the 3-5 Los Angeles Rams take on the 2-5 Green Bay T-Head. And in this game, the one serious thing to talk about is Matthew Stafford. He has a UCL sprain in his thumb on his throwing hand, and at the moment, we don't know if he's going to play. His status is in the air.
Dude, yeah, he hurt his thumb last week against Dallas. I don't understand this. So he hurt his thumb earlier in the game, and then he kept playing. Like they were even talking about, okay, they wrapped up his thumb. He was still throwing perfect spirals. We're like, okay, he's gonna be fine, And then they do this stupid ass reverse throw to the quarterback and then he caught the ball and dove and slammed his hand on the ground. And then after that he didn't come back in. Why the fuck are you running those kind of plays when your quarterback has a bum hand? I don't get it. Rams, that was a idiotic decision by you because he was playing through it and he looked fine until then.
Yeah, I mean, and at that point too, you guys are killing him. You guys were up like 33-0 after the first quarter, man, or first half. Green Bay in this game, Sean, their GM came out and said they don't know if Jordan Love's the guy for the future. So that's crazy to say. Who do you got in this game?
Even though Stafford probably won't play because I don't think he will. I just don't see it. But I'm gonna go Rams either way because I just don't trust the Packers. And the Rams still have Sean McVay, one of the best offensive coordinators or offensive play callers, in the game. So they still have Nakua, they still have Cooper Kupp.
Yep.
So even if they have to run a backup in there, I still think they'll be fine. So give me the Rams. I just can't trust the Packers. And yeah, I don't blame the GM. I don't trust Jordan Love. So
I'm gonna go with the Green Bay Cheeseheads in this game. I get it. I know they're not playing well right now, but I'm just not gonna trust Brett Ripken, I believe is his name, the backup for the Rams. I'm gonna put a little faith this week in Jordan Love, especially if that GM did came out and say that, man, for him to just fire up and want to play well this week. Reluctantly, I'm gonna go with Green Bay, and I think they'll be right around those 3 points.
Okay. I think Rams will win by at least 4, so I will take well, either way it doesn't matter because I have the Rams winning, not Green Bay. Yep. Fuck. Over under. I might go under.
You gonna go under in this game?
Yeah.
Josh is also gonna go with the Rams, and he says the Packers are trash, kid. They're trash.
I remember after week 1 and 2, all the Packer fans were talking shit about the Bears. And now they're pretty much right there with them.
Yep.
So it is hilarious. They both only have 2 wins. So look what a few weeks happens.
Yep. I'm gonna take the under as well in this game, man. I don't think we'll see a whole lot of offense. So give me the under.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to New England, where the 3-5 Commanders take on the 2-6 Patriots. Some news from this game. First, we'll get to the Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, unfortunately, tore his ACL. He's out for the year.
Yeah.
On the other side, it's a fire sale, ladies and gentlemen. The Washington Commanders traded the best pass rushers, one to Chicago, Montez Sweat for a second. The other one to my San Francisco 49ers, Chase Young for a third. Yep. So, Sean, as a Cowboys fan, does this make you excited?
Excited we don't have to deal with those guys anymore. But, yeah, I'm not excited that they gave them away for free, felt like. I just don't understand it, man. These teams are just giving away these players for pretty much penny on the dollars to me.
Yep.
But hey, I get it. They pretty much on a fire sale. This team still got some talent though, but I'm surprised they didn't trade away other pieces. But
yeah, man. A lot of people were criticizing them for the fact that all the 49ers gave up for Chase Young. It's not even our 3rd round pick. It's our comp pick that we got for losing one of our GMs to the Titans and losing D'Amico Ryans to the Texans. So all we gave up for Chase Young, who's in a career year, given 5 sacks, having the best pressure rate of his career. We give up a late 3rd-round pick, and they get a 2nd-round pick for Montez Sweat from the Bears, a guy who is on the last year of his deal. We'll see the Bears resign him. We'll talk about that more here in just a little bit. So their defense now has no pass rushers. Are you going to go them, or are you going to go New England?
Oh God, it's Jesus Christ. I don't think I can feel good about either one of them. But you know what? I'm gonna go. Fuck. I'll go Washington.
You know Washington?
Yeah, I still think that they still have a good talent over there. I still like their pieces on offense. I really do. I still like Scary Terry, Curtis Samuel, Brian Robinson if they ever get him going. But I don't trust the Patriots less. I'm gonna go Washington. I don't feel good about it. I don't feel like anybody that picks either one of these teams can feel good. So
I feel I'm gonna go with New England. I'm gonna hope that Mac Jones shows up and that offense can get the ball rolling. They don't have to worry about so much pressure on Mac Jones. So I'm gonna rock with the Patriots, and so is Josh. Josh is also gonna rock with the 2-6 New England Patriots.
God, man, we're different on a lot of picks this week. Okay, yes, I like it.
Over under 40.5.
Going under.
Yeah, this could be a 17-14 type game. I'm going to go the under.
Yeah, definitely under.
All right, let's go to New Orleans, where the 2-6 Chicago Bears take on the 4-4 New Orleans Saints. And yes, the Chicago Bears went out, a rebuilding team, traded a 2nd-round pick for Montez Sweat. I was talking to Josh on the phone yesterday. He doesn't mind it as much as the Claypool trade last year. And with Jalen Johnson, they kept him. Josh is hoping that they signed both Jalen Johnson and Montez Sweat to long-term deals. And now it's the only way that trade makes sense for the Bears.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous, though, for this because I did read a report that apparently Montez Sweat really wanted to go to Atlanta. Atlanta was interested in trading for him, but they decided to take the Bears offer over Atlanta. Montez Sweat's from Atlanta. He wanted to play for Atlanta. So this being a contract year, and they're going to have to do a lot of convincing to him probably to keep him. And that is a little concerning, man, because why wouldn't y'all be negotiating with Jalen Johnson before y'all give him permission to go seek possibly a trade? I don't know if it was a tactic just to show like, hey, look, a lot of people don't want you. Maybe you won't get that kind of money in the free agency. Maybe.
Yeah.
But he's having a great year himself. I'm a little nervous about, though, Montez Sweat being only a 1-year rental if he does really, really, really want to go play for his hometown team, Atlanta.
Yeah.
So, concerning.
So the Saints, 4-4, man. Derek Carr looked pretty good last week. Who are you going in this game?
I'm going to go with the Saints. I'm going to trust them over the Bears right now. The Bears did not look – I was hoping their offense would be a lot better like a couple weeks ago, right? They were still moving the ball, looking decent. But last week, just nothing clicked. What happened to Foreman? He had that one game and he went off. But no, I'm going to go Saints. It's in New Orleans, too. That's not an easy place to play over there. So give me New Orleans at home.
Yeah, man, I'm going to go New Orleans too. It is going to be Tyson Badgett again this week as, Phils continues to try to get back from that thumb injury. But the Saints defense is going to be just way too much. I'm going to take the Saints, and I will take them 7.5 as well.
Yeah, I probably will too. I think it's going to be a 10-point game.
Over under 41 for this game?
I'll go under.
Gonna go under?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go slightly under too. I think the Bears defense, like Josh mentioned last week, they have played a little bit better. They could hold the Saints down a little bit, but they're not going to score much points, the Bears themselves. So I'll go under as well.
Yeah.
All right, this game should be a lot of fun, man. I can't believe I'm about to say this. The 5-2 Seattle Seahawks, first place in the NFC West, taking on the 6-2 Baltimore Ravens, man. This game's going to be a lot of fun. Not much injuries to talk about. The Seahawks went out and got Williams from the Giants to boost up their defense. What you thinking in this game?
I like that move for Seattle. Get them out of our division anyways. But no, that was a good move because they're 5-2. They're competing. Obviously, the Niners have lost a few straight.
Mm-hmm.
So they're probably looking at like, hey, we have an opportunity here to possibly win the division and take that spot. So I get it. I like that move for them. Now, but the only unfortunate thing is they're running against Baltimore, one of the best teams in the NFL right now. Uh, so it's a tough one, especially on the road. Traveling across the country, not a good look for them. I'm going to go Baltimore in this one, obviously. Um, it could maybe Seattle might get going, right? But they're traveling across country. It's going to be cold. Cold weather's starting to come out, and guys,
Yep.
I've been seeing a lot of snow. Even here in Dallas is being cold. So, but yeah, I'll give me Baltimore at home.
Yeah, I'm going to rock with Baltimore too. Now, can Seattle win this game? Sure. Yes, they can. They're now, I know Seattle fans are a little bit nervous right now about Geno Smith. Even though they've been winning, he hasn't looked as good as he did last year. Yeah. And this could be a game where Geno Smith again could cause some turnovers. This Baltimore's Ravens defense is hounding right now. They are looking really good. Combination with Lamar Jackson. And shout out to Gus Edwards, man. That dude's killed it the last 2 weeks. I think he can have another great game on the ground. I think they can control the time of scrimmage. So I'm going to take the Ravens. And you know what? I'll take Seattle with the points.
Time of scrimmage? You mean time of possession?
Time of possession, yes.
Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah, I'll take the points. I think they can win by more than a touchdown. So
okay. Josh is going to agree with us. He's also going to go in this battle of birds. He's going to go with the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, let's go.
Over under 43. What you say about this one?
I'm going to go over, actually. The Baltimore's offense can put up some points themselves, and I think Seattle might, they'll respond.
I'm going to go the over too. I'm kind of expecting a high-scoring game here, so I'll go the OVA over as well.
Yeah.
All right, let's go over to Houston, where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers sit at 3-4. Taking on the Texans, who are also 3-4, who handed the Panthers the first win of the year. Robert Woods looks like he's not going to play this game. So, Sean, what you leaning towards in this one?
Texans, they let me down last week. I think they let a lot of people down. A lot of people didn't think they'd be the first team to give up a win. Can they get Tank Dell going? Like, I feel like he got hurt. And he was out for a while, but he's been back for a week or two now. And I feel like what's going on? So this could be very interesting. With Robert Woods being out, he should get more looks. I think he should get more opportunities. This is a pick'em game, right? Yeah, 2.5. Oh yeah, 2.5. I'm gonna go Texans. I'm gonna stick with them. I think they'll bounce back from last week. Their offense, I don't know what happened. I felt like they were looking good, but they just couldn't score touchdowns. So I'm gonna give me the Texans in this one. I just don't trust Tampa enough. And honestly, Tampa is one of those teams where I'm kind of shocked they didn't make any trades, trading away everybody. But no, give me the Texans.
I'm actually going to rock with Tampa Bay. It seems like that little mojo the Texans had to start the year with D'Amico Ryans, first-time coach, C.J. Stroud looking like he could be Offensive Rookie of the Year. To me, it felt like some of that magic's kind of disappeared. Where the Bucs, Steve, for the most part, kind of stay consistent, being at 3-4. I'm actually going to trust him a little bit more. Baker Mayfield has looked pretty freaking decent this year with the weapons they got, and I think they'll take advantage of that, and I'm actually going to rock with Tampa Bay in this game.
All right.
Josh is going to side with Sean on this one. He's going to rock with the Houston Texans.
Let's go.
Over, under, 40.
Under.
You know what? I'm going to go over. I think Tampa Bay can score a good amount of points. I think the Texans can hold their own too. I'm actually going to go with the over on this one.
All right.
All right, let's go to Carolina, where the 3-5 Indianapolis Colts take on the 1-6 Carolina Panthers, getting the first win of the year. Sean, this could be an interesting game. What you thinking?
Could it be? Yeah, it could. Panthers, maybe they can get some momentum going, right? But nah, I don't know about that, man. I am going to go Colts in this. Yeah, they won their first game last week. Congratulations, Panthers. Bryce Young finally got his first dub as a Panther.
Yep.
But at the same time, look at the score. It wasn't like they put up a shit ton of points.
That's
It
true.
looks like it's not like they were completely dominant on offense and flowing, right?
Yeah.
Give me the Colts. I think they Minshew and all those guys and Jonathan Taylor another week,
Mm-hmm.
I think they're gonna be and Zach Moss and I like their 1-2 punch. Zach
Me
Moss
too.
is still being productive. A lot of people were like, is he gonna disappear once Jonathan Taylor comes back? Nope. They are still using both and they're both being productive. So give me the Colts.
Yeah, I'm going to rock with the Colts too. They're going to bounce back here. They cut on a slide, but Gardner Minshew has looked very solid and an opportunity he's got. And yes, I love that 1-2 punch. Zach Moss, Jonathan Taylor. You also got a great 1-2 punch in Michael Pittman Jr. and Josh Downs. Josh Downs has been incredible this year. There's just too much firepower for the Carolina Panthers to handle here. I'm going to go the Colts, and I'll go the Colts with the points.
Yeah, definitely points. Yeah. Definitely.
And no surprise, Josh also going with the Indianapolis Colts in this one.
Yeah.
Over under 44.
Oh, I'll go over. I'll go over.
The Colts defense has been giving up a lot of points this year. I think Carolina can score. The Colts are going to score a lot of points. I'll go the over.
Yeah.
All right, now to one of the most interesting games of this week. Let's get to the injury report first. It is the 2-6 Giants taking on the 3-5 Raiders. Now, for this game, Danny Dimes is back. He was a full participant in practice. He's back. Now, Darren Waller came out himself today and said that he's probably going to be out a couple weeks with a hamstring injury.
Yep.
Also, they're going to be probably out without their starting tackles again. Now, on the other side, it's a new era in Las Vegas at like midnight Pacific last night. They fired both Josh McDaniels and the GM. They named former Giant player Antonio Pierce their new head coach. And not only that, Sean, is a new quarterback for the Raiders. Jimmy Garoppolo has been benched for rookie Adrian O'Connell.
Yeah, and I think they said it's going to be that way from here on out. There's no going back to Jimmy G. They're going to see what they got in O'Connell. Wow. Raider fans, a round of applause for y'all. Y'all, this is what y'all wanted. I know y'all are excited. Y'all were like, fuck Josh McDaniels. He's a terrible head coach. Just go back to being offense coordinator. You were solid at that. I give it like 6 months. He'll be back in New England. Because that's what they do. They let their offensive coordinators or defensive coordinators go and they come right back.
Yep.
But yeah, goodness gracious. Raider fans are just overjoyed. Even if they don't win another game, they are overjoyed.
Yeah, man. I think the Raiders are going to play pretty inspirational this week, John. Who you going with?
Did you call me John?
I said Sean.
It sounded like you said John, I swear to God.
I said Sean.
No, I'm actually going to go Raiders. Mainly on one thing. I think you touched on it. Daniel Jones is back.
Yeah.
But they still have a shitty offensive line. They give up some of the most sacks. They were number 2 in the league in giving up sacks, right behind Washington. Let's not forget who the Raiders have over there on that D line.
Max Crosby.
Yeah. So give me the Raiders. Mainly give me Max Crosby to just dominate and destroy. And please, O'Connell, please throw the ball to Jacoby Myers and Devontae Adams, because I have those guys in pretty much almost every league. And when I looked and I saw Jacoby Myers had no catches for like 3 quarters, I wanted to cry. I did cry. So if please throw it to your receivers. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, like I just said, I think the Raiders are going to play inspired football this week, and I think Adrian O'Connell and the Raiders lead them to victory, man. You could already see on the faces of fans and everyone how much they feel better that Josh McDaniels is no longer their head coach. Antonio Pierce, I got fired up listening to his press conference today, man. So the Raiders are going to go out there. They're going to play inspired football. They're going to beat the New York Football Giants. Josh is also going to go to Raiders. He says there's no McDaniels or sabotage. There's no Himmy G. He's going Raiders. I'm going Raiders. You're going Raiders. Over under 37.
Ooh. I'm gonna go under.
You go under?
I'm still gonna go under because I think it's gonna be a low scoring game.
It could be a low scoring game, but you know what? I'm gonna go the over. I think the Raiders offense is gonna push the ball down the field. We'll see what the Giants can do on offense. Give me the over in this one.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is probably your game of the week. We will be live for this game, so come on by and hang out. It's Sean's 5-2 Dallas Cowboys taking on the 7-1 Philadelphia Eagles. Sean, take it away.
That's what I think a lot of Cowboy fans and Eagle fans have this highlighted on their calendars right off the get-go. These games are always classic, man. Whenever we play, it's going to come down to the wire. It's going to be fun to watch. Cowboy fans, Eagle fans, we hate each other. Not all. I don't hate all of y'all, but there's some of y'all that get annoying, and I know Cowboy fans get annoying to y'all, so it's mutual. But this is going to be interesting because coming out of the bye week, Dallas. Did Dallas ever look what we hoped they would? This is the team that we've been waiting on. This is the team that we've been expecting all season, right? Our defense looked great. Then our offense finally looked good. And you know what? Got to give props to number 88. CeeDee Lamb went the fuck off. This guy, after he went and he made a scene a little bit, not too much of a scene, but he criticized, said, he wants the ball more. He wants to be more involved. And you know what? A lot of players will say that, and then, they'll let the critics get to him. They'll talk down the negative, a little attention that he got, and they kind of cower away. But you know what? He shined. He showed up, and he backed up. He said, hey, give me the ball and get me involved. And he did, and we did, and he looked great. It felt good, man. And Dak looked great. He threw some amazing, perfect passes. That first touchdown to the tight end, you couldn't throw a better pass. You literally could not. Between the safety and the linebacker, right over the linebacker's hand, Dak looked great. Even with Aaron Donald, I was worried about that. I was worried about Aaron Donald. Yeah. I was worried about that D-line. Did not matter. Dak finally looked comfortable. Brandon Cooks got involved. Everybody got involved. It felt great. Now, going into this game, though, I got the Eagles. Don't get me wrong. Everything I said I mean it. I think this team, looking how they good last week, can beat anybody in this league. I really do. And if with our defense, our special teams look good. We had a blocked punt. We almost had a fucking punt return for a touchdown. I think we did and got called back. Mm-hmm. But no, I think if we're hitting on all cylinders like we did against the Rams, we could beat anybody. We could beat the Eagles this week. Yeah. But I can't buy into it until I see it consistently. Okay. I'm not going to be stupid. I'm not going to be delusional. That's 1 week. Yeah. That's the potential that we could be. Let's see it consecutively, and then I could pick us to beat good teams. Because at the end of the day, we always beat the teams that we should beat, but we can never win these games against the good teams. And I'm tired of talking about that shit. I talked about it at the beginning of the year, and I've been talking about it every freaking week. Leading up to the Niners game, I said that we needed to start. What did I say to you? I said we need to start beating teams, these good teams, to be able to build our confidence going forward. We haven't done it yet, so I can't pick us to win this game.
I like that, man. That's very fair. The Eagles, again, last week they struggled with the Commanders, but it seems like they play the Cowboys a lot better than they do the Commanders. So I got to go with the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're right. Until the Cowboys can prove they can win against these good teams, I can't pick them against these good teams. So I'm going to go with Philadelphia in this game, but I am so hyped. I cannot wait to watch these two teams go battle.
Oh, don't get me wrong. When that stream's going, there's going to be a lot of blood pumping. Oh, and yeah, like Roach said, we're going to be live for that. It's going to be a fun night. This is a big game, man. These games usually come down to the wire, so I think it's going to be a close game. So that's why I like the spread. -3, I'm perfectly. I think it's going to be like a 4-6 point game, no more than that, in my opinion. So I like the spread on this one.
And Josh is going to agree with this. He's also going to go with the EAGLES Eagles.
It breaks my heart to have to pick them, though. God.
Oh, my goodness. Over-unders 46.
Oh, I think it might be over. I don't know. Fuck. Give me the under, actually. Give me the under. I'm going to go under, actually. Yeah.
I'm going to go over, man. Both these defenses sometimes can be lackadaisical. I think we're in for a high-scoring affair, man, so give me the over.
Ooh, okay.
All right. Good luck to you, and good luck to those Eagle fans, man.
Shit. No, fuck the Eagle fans.
All right, next up, we will also be live for this game. It's Sunday Night Football, the 5-3. I haven't said this in a while. Buffalo Bills go into the jungle, baby. With the 4-3 Bengals coming off that good win against my San Francisco 49ers on Sunday Night Football. This should be a fun one. What you think here?
Oh, this is dude, Bengals looking back, man. That's all I gotta say. But Bengals looking back. Bills, they look good too on Thursday night. You know, they look good.
They did.
Kincaid, right? Whew.
Yes.
Keep feeding it to that guy.
Yes.
But this is going to be a great game. I love this. -2, perfect. It's a pick 'em. This could go either way, but I will go with the Bengals on one main reason. The Bills have not looked good on primetime. Besides Thursday, they look fine. Yeah. But besides that, they've lost to the Jets on primetime. They lost to, didn't they lose the what other team? The Giants?
They almost lost to the
Giants. Almost lost to the Giants. Sorry. Yeah. They didn't lose it. But there's another team they lost. But they have not looked good on primetime. And so give me the Cincinnati Bengals at home. I just trust them right now. Joe Burrow, man, last week, player of the week, by the way. He's AFC player of the week, offensive player of the week for a good reason. This guy looked great. Give me the Bengals.
Yeah, man. I'm going to rock with the Bengals too, man. Their offense, granted, I know our defense hasn't played well over the last 3 weeks, but their offense is back. It's firing all cylinders. Their defense, while they do give up some yards, makes plays when they need to, like they did last week against us. You're right. The Bills just don't look good on primetime, while the Bengals look back. For me, I'm going the Bengals, and I'm taking the Bengals with the points too.
Yeah, I am too, yeah.
Josh is also rocking with the jungle, baby. And he says, no, this pick was not bought and paid for by B-Money.
Okay. We might have to do an investigation on this.
Over under 49 on this game, Sean.
I'm probably going to go over. I think that both these teams can put up some points. So,
yeah, I like that too. I'm going the over. I think it's going to be another high-scoring affair.
Yeah.
So, guys, come on by and hang out for these two streams. They're going to be fun.
Doubleheader, baby.
All right, let's go to our final game of the week, where it is the 3-4 Chargers on Monday Night Football taking on the 4-3 New York Jets. The Chargers could be without tight end Gerald Everett once again. And for the Jets, they have lost 2 more offensive linemen to IR. They lost both their starting guards, Wes Steitzer and Connor McGovern. Sean, who do you like it in this one?
Oh, man. Jesus, dude, losing more players, Jets?
Yeah.
This one's tough, though. I'm kind of leaning. Oh, man. You know, I was thinking Jets. I really was. I don't know why. I just had that weird feeling. You know what? I'm going to stick with my feeling. I'm going to go Jets. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I just feel like at home, they've looked pretty solid at home, right? So I think they get their crowd behind them, and I think that they've been manageable with their team, right? So Sauce Gardner, those guys are all back. They came back last week. Garrett Wilson, obviously, and all that stuff. So Breece Hall, they still have a lot of good weapons there. So give me the Jets here at home. Chargers should win. Chargers are favorites, definitely -3. They should be, but I don't know why I have this weird feeling the Jets are going to win at home. I don't know.
I'm gonna rock with the Chargers. I don't feel comfortable doing it, but I'm gonna rock with them. Me and Josh were on the phone last Sunday when the Jets were playing the Giants, and Josh just kept yelling, "Why are they not using Breece Hall?" Their offensive game plan is weird. They'll use Breece Hall for a little bit. He'll make a huge play, get a 60-yard touchdown, and then it's pass. You have Zach Wilson, man, a guy who's just not a top-tier quarterback, or even maybe a mid-tier quarterback at this point. You're out on 2 offensive guards. You're out your tackles. You're out everyone, man. Let Breece Hall eat, man. And until they show that they're going to use Breece Hall all game long, I cannot pick the Jets despite how good their defense is. Yes, they could hold the Chargers down. The Chargers could Chargers. I don't feel comfortable with it, but I'm going to rock with the Chargers in this one.
All right. I wonder if weather's going to play a factor, though, too. I want to throw that out there.
Oh.
So just throwing that out there.
Okay. Josh is also going to rock with the Chargers, but I don't think he feels comfortable about it either.
No, I don't think anybody can feel comfortable, either one. So, But I like it. I like how I'm different on like 4 or 5 picks from y'all. Let's
Yes,
go.
sir. Over under 41. What you think?
You know what's funny is on the pick 'em it tells you to put this total score.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know the over under. I always just put whatever I feel at the
Yeah.
moment. I put 42, so I'm gonna go over.
Yeah, this one's so tough, man. I think the Chargers, if they're playing well, could put up some points.
Mhm.
I'll barely, and I mean barely, take the over on this one.
I'm literally going 1 point over.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. There is our picks for week 9, man. As Josh always says, let's have a great week. Let's hope these bad, big-time injuries don't happen again this week. It's going to be another crazy week of football. Thank you guys so much for following along in the pick'em and down below in the comment section. If you guys haven't, hit that like button. And ladies and gentlemen, good luck to your teams this week. We will see you guys on Sunday for that afternoon game, Cowboys and Eagles, and in Sunday Night Football, Bengals and Bills.
Let's go. Doubleheader. Let's go.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good one, and thank y'all for watching. Bye.